Hi crocheters of the world, here I am with a new project. It's as you've seen from the title of this tutorial, it's a poncho, cape poncho. I called it cape poncho because it's something strange. It's a poncho or cape, but it has sleeves. So I began from the structure that you well know, I am sure. It's a long stripe, is something like rectangle with two holes that are for the sleeves, arm openings, and it is worn as a gilet. Okay, so that kind of asymmetrical gilet, I am sure you already know. So that is the concept that I began from. And then I went on and put on it sleeves, just because I wanted to be more comfortable, let's say. And I also add a kind of scarf, because it's not, yes, it's something, it's a stripe that I crocheted separately, and then I sew it on. And I sew it like this on the back side and on the front side only until this level, and it's like a scarf, and I can just knot it here and close it a little bit. One more thing I put on my poncho, and it's on the back side. So the idea that I really don't know on this asymmetrical gilet, it's exactly the thing that on the front side we have that long two sides, really nice and long, like a drape, and it's nice, and this is something that the part that I like. But on the back side it is finished really ugly from my point of view. It's nothing nothing nice, nothing, I don't know, it's too short, so too asymmetrical. So that's why on the back side I put another part, so it can be more balanced. Okay, so that's the word. Now, hope you will enjoy my design. It's nothing difficult but fancy. It looks very fancy, and you've already seen in the intro that I show you. I just wanted to make a little video with me wearing it, so you can have an idea of the project. Now, in the tutorial I explain you all the steps, so I walk you through the pattern, actually all the steps. I explain you, of course, first of all the stitch that I used, and then the construction and how to put the sleeves and so on. But the measures and the sizes, and yes, 5 sizes, you can find them if you need them, because maybe you are able just to work it from my explanation of the tutorial. But if you need them, you can find them as always in my Ravelry shop. You have the link below, and below of this tutorial, and you will see you have all in 5 sizes actually how to work it. So the chains, how many chains you have to put at the beginning, and so on, and you have the gauge, and it's all written there, of course. And I also made a graphic of the stitch. I made it, it's a handwritten, because I haven't seen by now the graphic of this stitch. I only see a photo. I really loved it, and I wanted to kind of make it. So I don't know if it is exactly the same of that one that I've seen in the photo, but I tried to be, because I tried to make it more or less the same, because I just like it. It's a stitch that, I don't know, was like love at first sight. Okay, I let you do the tutorial. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet, so you won't miss another video of mine on crochet, Tunisian crochet, and knitting for crocheters. So if you want to send me photos with your projects made following one of my tutorials, one of my designs, I am always happy to see them and always happy to leave you a comment, to leave you my impression, and it's let's say my way of thanking you so much for your so beautiful words that you leave me on your comments. And you can do it by a message, sending me a message or a private message on my Facebook page with the pictures, or you can just tag me on Instagram, and I'm really so happy to see them, and thank you all that you already send me photos of your projects. I let you do the tutorial. Bye bye. So let us begin. I will show you first of all how to crochet the stitch, and then of course how to work the poncho cape. Now we need for the stitch we need a multiple of 12 plus 13, which means we will put groups of 12 chains and we will finish with 13. I have here two groups of 12 plus 13. Now we will begin, I already work it, we will begin by chaining one more, and into the second chain from the hook we will work one single crochet and 3 more single crochets, so 4 single crochets into the first 4 chains of the multiple. Then we will work our sequence to repeat. So there are 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and 7 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is the sequence to repeat for this first row, 5 double crochet and 7 single crochets along the chain, so along the row, and we will finish with 5 double crochets and 4, so into the last 4 we will work 4 single crochets as we began. I am working on my last 5 double crochet group, so I have 4 more chains. I will finish, as I said before, with 4 single crochets, and this is the first row. Second row, chain 2, and the chain 2 will be just to begin, okay, so this is not counted as a stitch. So now into the chain 2 we will work all that we work with single crochet, we will work double crochet, and where we worked double crochet into the first row we will work single crochet. So we will begin with 4 double crochets, and then we will continue on with 5 single crochets, 7 double crochets, 5 single crochets, 7 double crochets, and we will finish with 4, as we began, with 4 double crochets over the 4 single crochets of the previous round. Okay, so this is really easy. Now we will work 7 single crochet, and so I finished the second row. This is what I have. So over the double crochet I work single crochet, over the single crochet I work double crochet. Now let us begin the third row. Chain 1 and 3 single crochet over the first 3 double crochets of the row below. Now we will chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we will skip the single crochet and the first double crochet of the group of 7. We will insert hook into the second, and we will work 1 single crochet, and into the next 4 more single crochets for a total of 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. and we will skip the last double crochet 2. Again 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, skip single crochet and the first double crochet of the group of 7, and then work 5 single crochet. And this is how you will continue, and you will repeat. So it's 5 single crochet, and over the single crochet it's chain 5, 4, 5, and we will finish as we began. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will finish as we began. We will skip the first double crochet into the next, work 1, 2 and 3 single crochets, and this was the third row, row number 3. Okay, now let's go on with row number 4. So for the row number 4, over the single crochet we will work double crochet. Into the chain 7 we will work 7 single crochets. So chain 2 and 3 double crochets. Okay, so over the single crochet we will work double crochet. Into the chain 7 we will just work 7 single crochets. Pretty easy. So actually the stitch is not difficult at all, and I think it has a really lovely design by itself. Here it is, 7 single crochets, and we continue on like this. Over the 5 single crochet we work 5 double crochet, and over the chain 7 we work single crochet for this 5th row. So I finished my 4th. This is my 4th. Sorry, it's not my 5th. It's I was wrong. So we have 1, 2, 3, the row with the chain 7, and this is the 4th. Now for the 5th row we have 2 more rows to repeat, so this is the sequence 1 to 6. Now for the 5th row we will work again as for the 2nd row. We will work again where we work double crochet, we work single crochet, and over the 7 single crochets we will work double crochet. So 5 single crochet, 7 double crochets, and we finish up again with 3 single crochets, and this will be the row. So let's go on with the row number 6, which is the last row actually of the repeating sequence. So only 6 rows, and the stitch pattern is really easy, a little bit tricky, but it's really easy because actually we work single crochet, double crochet and chain stitch, that's all. So we begin for the 6th row with a single crochet into the first single crochet and a chain 3. Skip into the 2nd double crochet and work your 5 single crochet over the next single double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, next double crochets like this. I have my 5 single crochets, and now we will work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our arches, our spaces, 7 chain spaces complete. Skip 1 double crochet of the 7 double crochets, work 5 single crochets over the next, and we will skip the last 2. So exactly as we did into the 3rd row actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. It's 5. Yes. Only that into this row, so into row number 6, we also split 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We also split the one, let's say, chain 5 space. We split in chain 3 and chain 3 at the beginning and at the end of the row. So I work my 5 single crochets, now chain 3 and into the last single crochet, just single crochet. And this is what we have. Now this is what we have to repeat, but what I want to show you more, it's the 1st row of the repeating sequence, because let's say it's a little bit different because we don't work into the beginning chain, but we work in the pattern. So chain 1, and we begin with the first 4 single crochets. Only that we work the first of these into the single crochet and 3 around the chain 3. and here I have my 4 single crochets. Now the 5 double crochets, we will work them over the 5 single crochets of the previous row. And of course and obvious, the 7 single crochets we will work, there are 5, we will work into the chain 7 space. Okay, and that's all. So I will repeat some more time, 1 or 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, this 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This sequence, 6 rows sequence, and then I will be back to show you. So this will be the front side of our rectangle, but let me just show you step by step. Let me repeat this one more time, and then I will explain the structure of our poncho. So as I said before, I went on for 1 more sequence and 3 more rows. So I repeat 1 more, all the entire sequence from rows 1 to 6, and then for rows 1 to 3. So this is the most important part. Into the 4th row, you will work the opening for the arm. Okay, so let's pretend that this is the front side. Of course, you will need something much longer and larger, but here it's just a swatch that I am making for you to understand the construction. So let us open now. Into the pattern, actually it's written how many you have. I am talking about the row with the holes, with entire holes, because we have the row with less 1, because we have 3 and 3 here, so the small, let's say the small holes, and we have, or gaps, or I don't know, and we have the row with 3, with all them. So this is the row that I will count. So 1, 2, and into this one, into 4th. So the 4th row of the repeating sequence, we work the opening of the arm. 1/4 row. So it depends on how many times you just want to repeat the sequence. Now I have only 3 here, so I will let just one hole for this will be the space, let's say, for the arm. Here it's you to decide, but I am showing you where you have to, how you have to work this. So we just go on with the row number 5, and for the row number 5 we will work 3 double crochets, then we work the 7 single crochets here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and I want to work the opening for the arm. I will work 2 more, only 3, sorry. So here I will work 3, 1 from these 5, 1, 2 and 3, so this is very important, 3, okay, and then I will skip 1, 2, 3 into the 3rd here, okay, depends on how many sequences you want to skip for the opening of the arm, but you will begin here to count here into a 5 group of 5 stitches, and you will skip to a group of 5 stitches into the 3rd actually. And now let us count how many stitches we have, chains we have to chain, of course, exactly the same number that we skip, and we skip 2 and 2, so these are 4, plus this one in the middle, which is 7, so 4 plus 7, it's 11 chains. Of course you will have much more, but it's only to explain this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, only to explain you how to work. Now skip into the 3rd and continue on your row. okay? And this will be the opening for your arm, for the sleeve, or you can just leave it as a gilet. It's your choice. Seven and this was the row number 4. Okay, let's see with 3 double crochets. Yes, the row number 4. And what I want to work now, it's the row number 5. So I will chain 1 and work 3 single crochets, and here I will work 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here I have my 3 double crochets, and I will work 3 single crochets, but I need 5, so on the chain I will continue on with the pattern. 2 more single crochets. Okay, then 7 double crochets are the double crochet that we have to work here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here I will work 2 single crochets plus 3 more on our 3 single double crochets. And now actually I have again my stitches, and I can continue on with the back side. Now I will work the back side. Actually I will work all the stripe that I need, or the rectangle, because I will work the back side, again the opening for the arm and the front side, and then I will be back to show you and to explain you better all the things. So here I am back. I finished my rectangle. So this is the main part of our gilet or cardigan, because you can use it as a beautiful gilet. So you can leave it like this, only with the opening for the arms, and you can just use it as, oh my gosh, as a gilet. Sorry. Okay, so I can just cut the yarn here because I can show you better. So it can be like this, you know, that kind of gilet. Yes, something like this. Okay, so you can use it like this, and it's a lovely gilet. Or you can put sleeves, and for the sleeves it's really easy. You just, I will show you in a moment. Just let me explain you the upper part, so the scarf, let's say, that we make a knot to close all if we want to, and the bottom part. Now for the bottom part we will work exactly from here where we work the row to divide for the sleeves, so the same level here to here, and we will change a hook to a larger hook. So from 4.5 we will go to 5. Okay, and we will work a row of double crochets. Into the single crochet we work 1, around the double crochet we work 2 stitches, and we work all, and we count them to see how many we have. Okay, and into the next double crochet row we will just fix up the multiple. So we need a multiple of 12 plus 13. Don't forget this, okay? So fix the multiple by increasing, so don't decrease, by increasing some in some stitches to have the good number, so the multiple that we need. And then we just continue on. The length, it's you to decide the length that you want for your back side, okay? And this will be the stripe. Then here on the upper side we just work with one, let's say we will put as large as you want, again as large as you want your shawl, let's say, to be, okay? So we will just work a stripe not as long, so let's say not as long as this one, or you can work it as long as this one if you want to be nice and longer. I work it let's say 3 parts of the length, okay? So not the total, but I left a quarter out of the length, total length of the main stripe, which is this one, okay? And you just sew it, okay? You just sew it on a part, let's say from here to here, and then the rest you just leave it like this, and you can just fold it and make the knot. Okay, now I want to show you how to work the sleeves, but first of all I will just show you like this too. So let's say this is the main stripe, so the main, the main rectangle that we need. Okay, this is it. Now we work the front side, and the front side, it depends on us how long we want to be. Then we work the opening for the arm, the first one. Then the back side will be just to fold from shoulders, so a little bit, so let's say 5 centimeters fold to the shoulders, okay? So not at the end, but it must fold a little bit, and then we work the other opening for the arm, and then okay, it's not the same, but we have to 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's be sure that we work the same length, of course, for the other front side. So we have front, back, front. Okay, and the width here is the your length, let's say from shoulder to hip. So shoulder to hip. Okay, so this is the length that you will need. Now, back side, bottom part, we have to add another, let's say, rectangle, and I explain you how. Front, here, front, back, so on this side we just need to add another stripe that we will sew only like this, okay? This part will be, okay? And the rest we just let it to fold down, and we will knot it to close. Okay, and for the sleeves I just want to show you how to work them.